Danny was a very gregarious, enthusiastic, fun-loving, extremely loud, wonderful young man. He wanted to go to university, and we were very proud that he did want to do that, and he achieved it. And there was no messing about. He was coming to Hull.
So when we set the trust up, we were very keen that we followed almost Danny's kind of principles and ethos, really, which was all around kind of helping people out and helping out his mates, but also helping out people who he didn't necessarily know that well.
And therefore, as a family, we are so proud that that message continues and that his name is still very much, and his spirit is still very much in the forefront of all that we do at the foundation.
He left Hull University, worked at Hull Daily Mail, then was the youngest person to be a sports writer at the Daily Star, and he met all the journos. He travelled abroad and went to all the big games, knew all the footballers, everybody. Beckham, Lampard came to visit him when he was unwell.
The three partnerships that we're currently working with are with the Brentford Sports Community Trust. We've also linked in with the Fulham Foundation. And the third area, of course, is Hull University.
We had a conversation about Danny and what the legacy you wanted to try and create as a group. Fearless Coaches really was our first partnership project together, which actually then morphed into Fearless Apprentices. It was absolutely where we wanted to go with young people, not necessarily young people, but people that we wanted to try and give a step up to and give confidence and show them what the future could look like. And Amber and Sian were two of those pioneers.
Yeah, so when the Fearless Foundation came about, I was doing my apprenticeship, or just started my apprenticeship. What we did was went into primary schools, and another lady here did the journalism side in the classrooms, got them to write news, paper articles and stuff like that. And I did the coaching side outside and did like a football session with them for 45 minutes and did that in loads of different schools across the Ealing and Hounslow Borough.
It's really helped with my confidence, with the whole coaching side of it. I've been in charge of so many different children, I've met so many new people.
And then you look at some of the other projects, Fearless Journalism, seeing that firsthand.
The Fearless Journalism project, it's into its fourth year, massively successful within our 4 or 5 boroughs that we work in, and we offer those schools the chance for our coaches to go in alongside professional journalists to run a literacy lesson. So what we're doing is reinforcing a lot of the literacy skills that the schools focus on and providing an interesting context for the kids to write about. We've had about 2,500 young people aged 9 to 11 that have benefited from these lessons and these workshops.
The Fearless Foundation and Brentford FC Community Sports Trust working together as a winning partnership.
With Fulham, we've helped out on employability skills programs on a program kind of called My Future Goal, again helping kids in 16 to 25 years age range, again get that first rung on the ladder.
We started to deliver the My Future Goal program back in 2012. Now that program was a 10-week program designed to work with young people who were NEET, so not in education, training or employment, to again give them skills and qualifications that they could then use to go on and find full-time employment or go back into education. What we did with Fearless Foundation was basically design kind of that next chapter for those young people. So they finished this 10-week program, fantastic. Now how do we actually support them into that next phase? And that's where Fearless Foundation came in. By offering paid work for sessional coaches who had completed the My Future Goal program to work alongside our very experienced coaches, receive that mentoring from both club and the foundation sides, and also to get the community hours, the contact hours with young people delivering in the community.
And of course Danny sat in these seats here in the press writing about his beloved Fulham with the shirt underneath his jumper or his shirt, because you had to be very unbiased. This ground is hallowed ground to Danny and us as a family. which is why it's so important that Fulham is involved in the Fearless Foundation.
So we started our partnership with the University of Hull, and the idea was to put a scholarship or bursary together with the university, again on this theme of giving people a helping hand and those that frankly are less fortunate and perhaps otherwise wouldn't go to university.
So all my life I've had people telling me what I can and can't do, maybe that I'm not good enough to do what I wanted to do. So I did take the risk in coming to university, and obviously the bursary has helped because it gives me the boost that I can do it and I can obviously concentrate on my studies. So when I got the email to say it'd been successful, I did actually burst into tears.
I'd just finished school and was just going into college, and my dad was diagnosed with a chronic illness, so he was unable to work. Obviously, as this was all happening, we still didn't have much money, so I was having to constantly work, and this is where this bursary has come in and helped me immensely.
The bursaries give me a boost that somebody does believe in me that and they can do it.
Your money would probably help in ways that you couldn't even perceive. It's allowed me to progress further than I ever would have dreamed of.
And Danny would be absolutely amazed, in wonderment, in awe. I can see him in this room. He would not believe what has been done and achieved in his name. So thank you, and thank you very, very much.